So now it seems like Megan is using her brain and she's finally admitted to being suspicious of DEJON and finally admitted that for these girls in multiple numbers coming out to say that DEJON was interested in them despite what he was saying, she's finally realizing that, yeah, he must have led them. She's finally admitted that DEJON probably was leading them on and was probably doing exactly what Billy Kiss was accusing him of, being an attention whore, using these women for attention for an ego boost, and then switching up on them, and then going back to Meg and pulling the My Meg card. And she's talking with her girls, and she's like, yeah, he's been having his cake and eating it too, and that she doesn't trust him, and that she suspects that he's probably plotting as she speaks. And sure enough, he's right. He's still desperate to make his Casa and More storyline. And he's flirting with this one girl. I think her name is Andrada. And he's looking at her like he wants to eat her whole. Now, this particular girl, she has two people she's juggling right now. I guess she's flirting with DEJON, but she really wants to be with Ben. I feel like the girls have been pretty much avoiding DEJON for obvious reasons, just looking at his conduct, being an attention whore, leading people on and then switching up on them. She's entertaining the flirting, but she hasn't kissed him outside of a challenge yet. But who knows? She might entertain it, She's looking like she's kicking her feet. She's looking like, maybe this could be a nice, juicy storyline because her other connection, Ben, he's doing a thing with Lucy. But it seems like Tom also wants a thing with Lucy. And if Lucy was smart, she would get with Tommy and leave Ben alone because Ben is just very much like, nobody really wants him. But if Andrada really wants to secure herself back into the villa, she would get with Ben because that's a guaranteed transfer back into the main villa. At the end of the day, we know DEJON is going to go back to Meg, and I think they know it too. So I don't know what Andrada wants to do for her storyline. I think it just depends whether she thinks this will be good for her storyline or not. Personally, for petty reasons, I hope that she curves him because I don't want him to have a good mischievous time in Casa Amor. I want him to have a boring time, and I want him to have to go back to the main villa with his tail between his legs and explain to Meg that he was trying it with all these women, but they didn't want him, and that's why he came back empty-handed. But yeah, I gotta hear from you guys. I mean, with Meg, she's had instances where she's checked him about having his cake and eating it too, but we all know she's not going to stand on business. Even if DEJON has a full-on thing with this Andrada girl, Meg will still take him back. So my thing is, I don't really care at this point because we know that Meg is all talk. But who knows? Do you think she's going to stand on business? Do you think she's going to start entertaining new guys in there and bring back somebody else? I got to hear from you guys.